What's going on?
Somebody's been shot.
This is the man who allegedly killed his neighbor after a dispute over cutting a tree.
I can't fathom going into a yard to cut down a dead tree and have your neighbor come out and shoot.
You guys catch that, him?
Yes. It was the neighbor, right?
Yeah, he had black shirt, jeans. Yeah. He shot him like 5 times.
The woman's husband, Ted Block, was shot dead right in front of her. Here's how the entire incident unfolded.
On the evening of the 16th of April, 2024, in a quiet neighborhood in Whitewater Township, a confrontation between two neighbors would turn deadly. What began as a dispute would escalate into a tragic act of violence, one that would leave a family shattered and a community searching for answers. At the center of this case is 26-year-old Cole Hornsby. Living next door to 40-year-old Theodore Ted Block, the two men were not strangers. They shared a property line, and like many neighbors, they had disagreements. But no one could have predicted how far things would go that night. Ted Block was known as a devoted husband and a father. Friends described him as hardworking and grounded, a man who kept to himself but cared deeply for his family. On that night, he was home with his wife, unaware that it would be his last evening alive. According to investigators, tensions between Hornsby and Block had been building. The exact cause of their dispute remains unclear, but what is certain is that it escalated quickly. Witnesses later reported raised voices, shouting, and a confrontation that moved outside. What happened next would unfold in a matter of seconds, but its consequences would last forever. Armed with a firearm, Cole Hornsby stepped into the confrontation. Ted Block, by all accounts, was unarmed. Despite this, the situation spiraled out of control. In a sudden and irreversible moment, Hornsby opened fire. Multiple shots rang out, breaking the silence of the neighborhood. Ted Block was struck and collapsed to the ground. His wife, who witnessed the shooting, was left in shock, watching helplessly as her husband lay dying in front of their home. When law enforcement arrived, they found a devastating scene. Ted Block had succumbed to his injuries. Nearby, Cole Hornsby remained at the scene. Authorities quickly secured the area and took him into custody.
15, you on the scene today, advised that the male secured.
Back.
It's still on males in custody.
Is he breathing?
We're the squad's in route.
Male is in custody.
The squad's in route. Is this your husband?
No, that's my stepdad. Is he
Just
breathing?
hang out there for 1 second, okay? I'm going to check him real quick, all right? Just hang out right there, okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, I understand that, but right now they got to work with him, okay?
Is he breathing?
Just come see me. Okay?
I just had pulmonary embolism.
I know. We're going to come here and sit down, okay?
Oh my God. Is he breathing? I don't know. They won't listen.
We're going to stay here, okay?
Did you guys catch that, him?
Yes. It was the neighbor, right?
Yeah, he had black shirt, jeans. Yeah. He shot him like 5 times. Is my husband breathing? Please, he's doing it now. I can't. I want to be over there.
Ted Block's wife in the most devastating moments of the incident. She remains one of the most emotionally significant presences in the entire scene. When asked questions, her responses come out fragmented. She tries to explain the argument she heard earlier, her voice breaking as she struggles to stay composed. There is a clear effort to describe what led up to the moment, but shock interrupts her thoughts repeatedly.
He pulled out a gun and started shooting.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like you not hit or anything?
No.
You guys want to hang out with her for a minute? If I need to get a statement from her at some point, I'm sure they want to take her to CIS.
Is he coming back too?
No, he
I fell, right when my husband got shot, I fell on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he took off and started calling 911 and ran inside.
Did he run off anywhere when it happened?
Yeah, he took off that way. And then
So you could have
came
gone
inside.
down
I came inside and called 911. And I peeked out my back door and he was shaking my husband. He came back.
So he ran off down the street or down to the field?
I don't know.
Just that direction?
That direction.
Okay. Because I know they have not recovered a gun yet. So
They haven't recovered a gun.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, where you could have ditched the gun.
He took off that way.
Okay.
It was a handgun.
Okay. Was it black, silver?
Black. All black. I mean, I was terrified he was going to shoot me too.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what's going through his mind.
He unloaded the clip on my husband. I heard just pop, 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 pop.
She turns away several times, then turns back again almost involuntarily, drawn to the same area despite the distress it causes her. That repetition becomes a pattern. Look, turn away, return, unable to break the connection to what has just occurred. Cole Hornsby is still at the location. He is quickly separated from the scene and detained without struggle. His hands are secured as he is guided away while the area is secured for safety and investigation. He does not attempt to flee or resist during the process.
I think it's next door. What's going on? What's going on?
Somebody's been shot.
Okay. Was it you? Let me see your hands. Your hands.
Got him.
Yeah. What's your name? Where's the gun at? Where's the gun at, man?
Got him. Sector 32. It's in a squad.
Attention then shifts fully to documenting the scene. The body is covered, and responders focus on preserving evidence and establishing what occurred in the moments leading up to the shooting. Investigators soon discovered that after the shooting, Hornsby had attempted to conceal evidence. The weapon used in the killing was hidden in a shed on his property. This detail would later become a critical part of the case against him, pointing not only to the act itself, but to actions taken afterward. The charges were severe: multiple counts of murder, felonious assault, and tampering with evidence. Prosecutors argued that this was not self-defense, it was an unjustified and fatal escalation of a dispute. The case moved through the legal system, drawing attention from the local community. For many, it was difficult to comprehend how a neighborhood disagreement could end in such violence.
In Whitewater Township last night, the suspect now facing a murder charge.
So Mike Schell joins us live from the property and has the emergency calls that were made to a Hamilton County dispatcher. Mike.
Yeah, Megan, this happened around 6 p.m. last night here on Kilby Road, just off the I-275 exit. We have learned that this was an argument between two men, but it is unclear what they were fighting over. The dramatic 911 calls give us an insight as to what was happening just before sheriff's deputies arrived here on scene.
In January 2026, nearly 2 years after the shooting, the trial of Cole Hornsby began. Over the course of 2 weeks, jurors heard testimony from witnesses, investigators, and forensic experts. The prosecution presented a clear narrative. Ted Block was unarmed, and the use of deadly force was not justified. The defense, meanwhile, attempted to raise questions about the circumstances leading up to the shooting, but the evidence weighed heavily against Hornsby.
Attorney said he lives in Hamilton County now, but is from Dearborn County and has a limited criminal history.
There is very little record that I can see from even out of county.
Judge Tyrone Yates ordered Hornsby held on a $750,000 bond.
No contact and stay away from not only family members, but the block around the area where this occurred.
After deliberation, the jury reached a verdict. Cole Hornsby was found guilty.
A detective who responded to the scene said that this all started with some sort of verbal fight. He says Block was shot 4 to 5 times, and Hornsby was still there at the scene, standing over Block's body with a gun in his hand when they got there. Witnesses identified Hornsby as the shooter. The judge set Hornsby's bond at $750,000 today.
The decision brought a measure of justice, but it could not undo the damage. A life had been taken, A family had been destroyed, and a community had been left grappling with the reality of what had happened. In February 2026, the court delivered its sentence, 24 years to life in prison. For the family of Ted Block, the sentence marked the end of a long and painful legal process, but the emotional scars remain. In the end, the story of Cole Hornsby and Ted Block is not just about a crime, it is about the fragility of human conflict. A single moment of rage can alter countless lives forever. This is the story of a dispute that turned deadly, and the lives it changed forever.
Watch the video playing right here in the center right now and find out what happens when you think you're smarter than law enforcement. Subscribe to Police Action Cam and hit the notification bell.